Have you ever wondered if some of your weird everyday habits might actually mean you're smarter than you realize? Like those little quirks you've always considered weird. Overthinking every text, reorganizing your desk multiple times a week, or sitting in silence just to think. Maybe they're more than just random behaviors.
Exactly. Some of the habits we think of as strange could actually be subtle signals that your brain is processing information at a high level.
And today, we're diving into 10 unusual behaviors that most people call quirks, but psychology calls indicators of high intelligence.
And honestly, if even a few of these sound familiar, you might be living with a genius brain without even realizing it.
I have to admit, when I first read the list, I thought, okay, this explains a lot about me, especially the overthinking part. It hit a little too close to home.
Same. If overthinking burned calories, I'd probably be in Olympic shape by now. Seriously, some of these habits are so relatable, it's scary.
In this episode, we're exploring why these habits happen, what they mean psychologically, and how they show up in everyday life.
And don't worry, we'll keep it fun, relatable, and maybe even a little painfully accurate. We want you to recognize yourself, not feel judged.
We've got everything coming up. Silence-loving thinkers, pattern-spotting masterminds, deep processors, brutally honest self-critics, you name it.
And to make it more interactive, here's a quick question for you before we dive in. Do you have a habit you've always considered weird? Hold on to that thought because it might make this list even more interesting.
Also, if you enjoy psychology and self-growth conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe, like the episode, and leave a comment telling us your weirdest habits so far. All right, let's get started and see which of your quirks are actually signs of high IQ. All right, let's start with habit number 1. Smart people talk less and think more. High IQ individuals often process information deeply before responding. They like to run a mental background check on every thought before it leaves their mouth.
Basically, Jack has an internal loading screen before he even says hello.
Hey, that's fair. Even a simple question like, "How are you?" can trigger 4 seconds of intense mental debate about the best possible answer.
It's actually a psychological trait called reflective thinking. People with high intelligence tend to prioritize accuracy and thoughtfulness over speed of response.
It's funny because sometimes I'll pause so long that people think I'm ignoring them or worse, plotting something.
That's right, but that pause is actually your brain at work, processing multiple perspectives and predicting how your response might be received.
So, if you're someone who thinks before speaking, congratulations, you're likely exercising a sign of intelligence.
Habit number 2 is closely related. Smart people question everything.
They're curious and skeptical, but not argumentative. It's all about understanding, not winning a debate.
Exactly. Psychologists call this low need for cognitive closure. Smart people prefer to explore all options instead of settling for the first answer.
Like when you questioned at 2 a.m. why cereal is considered breakfast food. That was pure intellectual curiosity.
Hey, that's a legitimate question. Why can't cereal be dinner? Pattern recognition and questioning the norm are core habits of high IQ thinkers.
And it's not just about meals. They question rules, social norms, and even their own assumptions to better understand the world.
It's a mental exercise as much as a lifestyle. Questioning everything keeps their mind sharp and prevents intellectual stagnation.
So let me ask our listeners, are you the person who catches themselves questioning things most people just accept? Maybe it's how your brain stays active and engaged.
Drop us a comment with a habit you always analyze or a rule you secretly question. It's a great way to see how many fellow deep thinkers are out there.
To recap, habit 1 is thoughtful, deliberate speech, and habit 2 is a curious, questioning mind. Both are interconnected and essential signs of highly intelligent brain.
And remember, these habits aren't weird or flawed. They're reflections of how some brains naturally operate at a deeper, more analytical level.
All right, moving on to habit number 3. Smart people are pattern-spotting machines. They naturally see connections, trends, and subtle shifts that most people completely miss.
It's like having a mental radar. Some of them can predict outcomes before anyone else even notices a hint of change.
Exactly. Psychologists link this to fluid intelligence, the brain's ability to detect patterns and anticipate what might happen next.
It's why you might notice a friend is about to have a breakup just from tiny changes in their messages or tone before anyone else even suspects anything.
It sounds almost like a superpower, right? But for high IQ people, it's just how their brain processes information naturally.
And it goes beyond people. They see patterns in work, in nature, in data. It's like the world is a giant puzzle and their brain loves solving it.
Habit number 4 is closely related. They solve problems nobody asked them to. High IQ individuals hate inefficiency. They get a kind of mental itch when something seems off or disorganized.
Like me redesigning the entire kitchen workflow during a visit to my cousin's house because the spoon drawer didn't make sense.
She literally moved everything around without being asked, and of course, it worked better afterwards.
It's not arrogance, it's intrinsic motivation. They enjoy creating systems, optimizing processes, and making things flow better. That's cognitive play in action.
Psychologically, this is linked to problem-solving skills and the brain's desire for order. High IQ people feel satisfaction when inefficiency is reduced.
It's also a fun habit to spot in daily life. You might notice them rearranging workflows, simplifying complex tasks, or suggesting solutions nobody even considered.
So, for listeners, are you the person who tweaks the office layout, reorganizes your workspace, or invents shortcuts just for efficiency?
Leave us a comment and tell us about a time you solved a problem nobody asked you to. It's a great way to see how many creative minds are out there.
To sum up, habit 3 is spotting patterns everywhere, and habit 4 is optimizing and solving problems proactively.
Both habits show how highly intelligent brains engage deeply with their environment, looking for connections and improvements that aren't obvious to everyone else.
Now let's talk about habit number 5. Smart people read differently. They don't just read for entertainment, they read to build mental frameworks, learn new models of thinking, and strengthen their cognitive skills.
Exactly. Their reading isn't just about the story, it's about understanding patterns, ideas, and ways of thinking that they can apply elsewhere.
I mean, I've read a cooking book and somehow walked away with productivity hacks. My brain just does that.
And I've read psychology books and ended up analyzing my plants for mood swings. Don't ask.
It's all part of schema building. Diverse input allows their brains to cross-train, blending perspectives from different areas of knowledge.
It's like intellectual CrossFit. They're flexing different parts of their cognitive muscles while learning new things.
Habit number 6 is also fascinating. They think in layers, not circles. High IQ thinkers run mental simulations. They plan ahead, consider multiple outcomes, and prepare for failures that might not even happen.
Like when I plan a coffee run and I already have a 3-step backup plan in case the cafe line is too long or they're out of oat milk.
Exactly. You're not just going for coffee, you're going on a mini strategic mission.
It sounds extreme, but it's really just strategic thinking. Their brains are constantly analyzing and preparing for multiple possibilities.
This habit combines foresight with creativity. They anticipate issues, mentally rehearse solutions, and optimize for the best outcome.
So listeners, think about your own planning style. Do you naturally map out multiple steps in your head before taking action?
If yes, you might be exercising this high IQ habit without even realizing it.
And here's a playful thought. If strategic overthinking were a sport, we'd both be gold medalists by now.
To summarize, habit 5 is reading for mental growth and frameworks, while habit 6 is thinking in layers with strategic depth.
Both habits show how highly intelligent brains absorb information differently and approach life in a highly analytical, proactive way. If you find yourself doing these things, tap like and share your experiences in the comments. We'd love to hear how your brain works.
Moving on to habit number 7, smart people genuinely enjoy silence. For them, silence isn't awkward or boring, it's restorative. It's when their brains organize thoughts and process information clearly.
Exactly. I love just sitting quietly, doing nothing, not meditating, not thinking about anything in particular, just letting my mind reset.
Psychologically, reduced sensory input lowers mental noise, which increases focus and creativity. Silence gives the brain space to breathe.
It's literally like brain maintenance mode activated. You emerge feeling sharper, more organized, and ready to tackle problems.
Habit number 8 is brutally self-honesty. High IQ individuals have a very low tolerance for self-deception. They admit mistakes quickly and learn from them immediately.
Right. It's not about ego, it's about self-awareness. They know you can't fix what you refuse to acknowledge.
I sometimes catch myself thinking, I messed up. Don't worry, I've already punished myself mentally.
And I do the same. Instant self-reflection and correction. It's almost second nature.
Psychologically, this combines high self-awareness, cognitive control, and emotional intelligence. It allows for faster learning and personal growth.
So listeners, do you enjoy silence like habit 7, or are you more like habit 8, brutally honest with yourself?
Drop a comment and let us know which one feels most like you. It's a fun way to see how different thinking patterns show up in everyday life.
To recap, habit 7 is embracing quiet as mental clarity time, and habit 8 is honest self-correction and reflection.
Both habits demonstrate how highly intelligent brains manage themselves internally, one through mental rest, the other through rigorous self-awareness.
All right, habit number 9, smart people manage energy, not just time.
They don't follow the clock, they follow their focus and cognitive energy levels, scheduling tasks when their brain is most alert.
Exactly. It's why sometimes you can't make them respond to emails in the morning. They're just not in email mode yet.
Psychologists call this cognitive resource management. Our mental energy isn't infinite, so high IQ people protect their peak hours for demanding tasks.
I do this constantly. If my brain isn't in the right zone, it's a waste of time to push it. Better to wait and tackle the task when focus is high.
It's a smarter approach than cramming everything according to a rigid schedule. You work with your brain, not against it.
Habit 10 is also crucial. They make complex things sound simple.
This is real intelligence in action. They process complex concepts deeply and then communicate them clearly, making it easy for others to understand.
I love this habit. They can take a complicated topic, stocks, physics, even AI, and break it down using relatable examples.
Like when I explain the stock market using fruits. The apple represents the market, the banana is a stock. You get the picture.
It's not just clever, it shows mastery. If you truly understand something, you can simplify it without losing meaning.
So, listeners, think about people in your life who do this. They make difficult ideas feel approachable, and that's a sign of deep intelligence.
To summarize, habit 9 is aligning tasks with your energy and focus, while habit 10 is communicating complexity with clarity and simplicity.
Both habits show how highly intelligent brains manage themselves internally and externally.
If you love seeing complex ideas explained clearly, tap subscribe, leave a like, and share your experiences in the comments. Let's celebrate smart, thoughtful brains.
All right, let's do a quick recap of the 10 habits we covered today. Habit 1, smart people talk less and think more, processing their thoughts carefully before responding.
Habit 2, they question everything, not to argue, but to truly understand the world around them.
Habit 3, they spot patterns everywhere, noticing subtle connections others miss.
Habit 4, they solve problems nobody asked them to solve, optimizing systems and workflows naturally.
Habit 5, they read differently, absorbing mental frameworks and diverse ideas to cross-train their brains.
Habit 6, they think in layers, running mental simulations and planning for multiple outcomes.
Habit 7, they enjoy silence because it helps organize thoughts and restore mental clarity.
Habit 8, they practice brutal self-honesty, admitting mistakes immediately and learning from them.
Habit 9, they manage energy, not just time, aligning tasks with their cognitive focus cycles.
Habit 10, they make complex things simple, explaining ideas clearly so everyone can understand.
Personally, I relate to habit 1 the most. I'm guilty of overthinking every single message.
And I feel a strong connection to habit 7. Silence is my secret weapon for recharging and thinking strategically.
Remember, these habits aren't about being perfect. They're about how your brain naturally operates at a deeper cognitive level.
If you recognized even a few of these quirks in yourself, your brain might be working smarter than you give it credit for.
We'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits felt most like you? Drop the number in the comments below.
Sharing your experiences helps all of us understand the variety of ways intelligent minds navigate the world.